Kiss.
Yo, it's your boy Mike Smith, also known as Lakers, also known as the coolest guy in sports. Back with another overrated versus underrated. This time I have Giannis Antetokounmpo on the menu. Is Giannis Antetokounmpo overrated or underrated in 30 games? He's averaged 33.8 minutes per game, 26.2 points per game, 58 from the field, 13% from the three-point line, 70% from the free throw line, 12.8 rebounds, 6 assists per game, 1.4 blocks, and 1 point steals per game. Is the Greek Freak overrated or underrated? Now, to be honest, I feel like it's a lot of hype that goes around the Greek Freak. I feel like the Greek Freak is a regular season type of player. He's arguably one of the most talented players to ever play basketball. But as we noticed last year, he couldn't even get his team over the hump against a badly injured Celtics team. And sure, he's long, he's athletic, but to succeed in the NBA, we all know you need a solid jump shot, a three-point jump shot, and I don't see him developing that anytime soon. He's been in the league for 6 years, and he's yet to come up with any consistency outside of the paint. Talent is there, but this notion that he's a bona fide top 5 player in the NBA, I just don't see it, to be honest. I don't think you can win a championship with the Greek Freak as your best player. Sure, he gets a lot of dunks, he slashes to the rim, but he hasn't showed the ability really to make his teammates better or do anything besides score in the post. He's also isn't the best passer. Like this notion that the Greek Freak is one of this all-time great passer. He knows how to pass the ball. He's an all-round type of player. It's kind of really not true. The passes that he makes and assists that he gets are really like passing the ball in the last second when they're trapping him in the paint type of situation. And like I said, he's shown the ability to be the best player on the Bucks. He's shown the ability to do some great things, to be a transcending talent in this league, but he is slightly overrated, and his stats are kind of infatuated because of him being the number one option on the team. The Miami Heat ran a 2-3 zone with the Bucks a couple days ago, and they shut the Greek Freak down. He was 3 for 12 from the field with 9 points. His style of play is only effective in the regular season when teams don't really play defense, and the style of play is more of a run and gun type of offense. Get it out on a fast break, run, push the ball, score as fast as you can. In the playoffs, when the game slows down and they run a half-court system, the Greek Freak really struggles, and we saw that with the Miami Heat game a couple days ago because they were really playing tight defense and made the Greek Freak have to try to score in a half-court offensive system, and he really was struggling doing that. And also, a dominant coach shouldn't be able to shut a superstar down. That's what Brad Stevens did last year with the Greek Freak. Also, last year, AD with less talent on his team took the Pelicans to the second round of the playoffs. So you telling me that a Greek Freak who is a superstar on the team, I know their coaching situation is better this year, so a lot of people like to blame the situation on their coaching, but are you telling me you have a superstar on your team and you couldn't really get past a injury-prone Boston Celtics team, and you're supposed to be one of the top 5 players in the NBA? That's what I'm saying. I'm not really buying that from the Greek Freak. And also, he seems like Anthony Davis or Cousins or even Porzingis is more of a type of player that I would rather build around because of their ability to do more on the basketball court besides just getting into the paint. He truly forces shots when he can't get into the paint and slash, so he takes up these mid-range shots, these contested shots, and we know it's going to be off because, like I said, he doesn't have a consistent jump shot. And basically, I'm going to say that the Greek Freak is definitely a little bit overrated. I'm not saying that his stats aren't impressive, but I'm saying people look at his stats and a few highlights on ESPN, and you think that the Greek Freak is the best player in the league, when in reality he's not really, probably not top. He's not top 5. He's probably not even top 7. And to be honest, I would rather have Paul George as my number one option than the Greek Freak based on the way Paul George is playing this season. If I had to pick between the way Paul George is playing this season and the way Greek Freak is playing this season, and somebody asked me who would you want to start your franchise with, who would you want to be your number one option, I would say Paul George personally. And also, how can Greek Freak really be an MVP type of candidate when he's not even the best player in the Eastern Conference? Like this whole notion that he's gonna win the MVP award, where you got LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard who do more for their teams, is kind of asinine to me. And like I said, he's not even the best player in this conference. Me personally, I would rather have Joel Embiid. I would rather have Kyrie Irving. I would rather have Kawhi Leonard because those guys in the playoffs are going to produce better than the Greek Freak will. And if the Greek Freak wins the MVP award, I wouldn't be mad because he has the stats and his team is currently sitting top 2 in the Eastern Conference as of right now, and everybody's excited, and there's a lot of hype around the Milwaukee Bucks. But don't be surprised when the Bucks don't make it past the second round. They have yet to make it past the first round in 6 years that the Greek Freak has been their superstar. So making it past the first round would be a big step. But this whole notion that the Bucks are a automatic Eastern Conference final team, I'm not buying it. I don't think they're better than. I really don't think they're better than the Celtics. I don't think they're better than Toronto. I don't think they're better than the Philadelphia Sixers. And I think I would take the Indiana Pacers over them in a series if it came down to a situation where the Bucks kind of dropped off a little bit and they were the 4 seed and the Indiana Pacers were the 5 seed. I think I would pick the Pacers over them. So that being said, I think the Greek Freak is a little bit overrated. I think he has time to improve. I like the Greek Freak. I am a big fan of him, but I got to keep it real. This automatic, like he's a top 5 player in the NBA that everybody loves to say, and he hasn't really done anything to deserve that type of hype, deserve that type of notion. So I'm going to say that the Greek Freak is definitely a little bit overrated and definitely overhyped. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. This is your boy, Mike K. Smith, also known as AKS, also known as the coolest guy in sports. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to stay updated on these videos. Bye, full family, basketball fans only. Please get me to 100 subs before the new year. I'm at 95 right now. I appreciate you guys. Also in the comments below, let me know which next overrated or underrated video you want me to do because I will do them. It's your boy, Mike K. Smith, also known as AKS. I'm gone, man. Peace.